Hello and welcome. My name is Engineer Mohamed El Ashry from Ashry Group, and today we'll be covering the 48-hour HOLTER recorder software system given to us by Contic. First off, let's see the device itself. This is what the device looks like. Very small, compact. So first thing we do to start recording is to hold the power button menu, and it will open up. The screen will light up. Then we press on mark 3 times. When we press on mark 3 times, the recorder automatically starts recording. And these are the leads on the top. And you know it starts recording when this light bulb over here keeps blinking, when the light keeps flashing here. When this is over, the patient, this is how you put the leads. This is how you connect them to the patient. Now the patient goes to record, and when he comes back, we connect the USB to the device and the PC, and then open the software. When we open the software, this is what we will see when we click on this. This is a new patient. When we click on this icon, this will show up. We'll have to fill the name, the age, pacemaker, not ID, department, bed number, height, weight, doctor name, doctor number. All of these data, we have to fill it. Then we click on OK. Now, let's jump back to the software. When we click on OK, the data is automatically stored here at the case manager. In the case manager, this is all of the data that we downloaded before. So let's open this, for instance. We'll tell us to do analysis. We'll say yes. Now let's set the ST points, if you'd like, by moving the left and right, like so. Like so. Now if I see it's all set, we just go to the other options. We have the gain. You can increase or decrease the gain, which is the visible size of the beat. We can select which could be the main lead, and we can remove other leads if we'd like from here. We can choose this is the good accuracy analysis for the software, because high might get stuff mixed up, and low might not detect some of the events. So middle is usually the best. Then we click on accept. Now it's analyzing the recording. You'll know it's done when it stops like this. Then we go to templates. In the template, these are all of the classes over here. These classes are all abbreviations of these. As you can see, V is ventricular premature beat module, S supra premature, N is normal, L is long intermission, O is interference or artifact, AF capital is atrial flutter. As you can see, they're all named here. So this will always be available for you to check out. Open the software again. Now, we can here select as many beats as we want and move them to any class. Let's say I see all of these as supra. You can just drag them and throw them into the supra. Now they're supra, not normal. We're currently on the normal. As you can see, this is the normal. Long AF, that's how it goes. We can also select one beat if we'd like and move it. That's very possible. We can also select multiple and then select the inverse, like so. Makes us select the inverse of what we selected. Or we can select all of the beats here, or we can select none. There's also this time, shows us the time of each beat. This is where the beats can move. We can move them, see them more clearly. You can zoom in, zoom out, and that's it. As I said, you can click on multiple, like so. whatever order they are on, they will still all go to your designated class, like so. Now they are all on the V. When we're done with that, we go through order replay. Order replay shows us the entire recording. If I keep dragging down, I will see the entire recording, the entire 48 hours or less of recording. Here, we can change which lead we could see here. If we say V1, we will see only V1. If we say V5, we only see V5, so on. There is also, this is the lead view. You can see all leads like this, and then go horizontally with the recording. So these are the 3 leads in tandem, simultaneously, along the entire recording. Or we can get it back to one lead. Now we have events. These are all events. This is the SVE. Now these are the SVE detected events. You could simply double click on any of them and see them more clearly. Or we can add them to the report after double clicking, like so. This button adds any page to print. Go back. We can also choose which lead to see from here. Like this is V1, this is V3, this is V5. This is possible from here as well. We can double click and select for printing on any page over here. VE, we can do the same thing. These are all VE events, which is ventricular ectopy. Then we add the page to print. Same idea. STE is ST elevation. This will be the period here, or how many counts of ST elevation, but apparently there are 0 in each lead, so we will not find any. In STD we have some over here. We have 1 in V1, as you can see. This is 1, and we have 1 in V3, and we have 1 in V5, 3 in V5. Period is 3. We have 3 in V5. You can choose 1, for instance, and add it to the report like this. There's also other, which are other events, like STS doublet over here. You can also choose to add it, or we cannot. It's all possible. S trigeminal, S tachycardia. You can add this one, for instance. We checked S, V tachycardia, V doublet, maximum heart rate. And in the maximum heart rate, let's say we got some distortion like the first one over here, the first beat. We can always change the maximum heart rate to something else. So, for instance, I will choose this one, the one on the bottom, to be my maximum heart rate. So we right click and say confirm max heart rate. Now this is the maximum heart rate. The same thing could be done with minimum heart rate. Let's say I see this as the minimum heart rate. We right click and then we say confirm minimum heart rate. Now this became the minimum heart rate as it went to the top. That's pretty much it with the events. There's also some tabular data over here, like the arrhythmia table. The average heart rate, the minimum heart rate, maximum heart rate, all of this data. And an ST table over here. Some extra data. Now, let's go to HRV. HRV is heart rate variability. As you can see, it shows us a couple of graphs. The PNN50, the SDNN, the SDNN, the MSD, RMSSD, average heart rate beat per minute. These are just some graphs along the entire recording. We can see them in 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes HRV. 1 hour HRV. Or interval histogram, the RR. Or interval difference histogram, the NNRR. interval point care, interval difference point care, frequency domain graph, 3D frequency domain graph, and all of them as a whole. And these are the first graphs, the HRV. There's also here the HRV chart, as you can see. Shows us the HRV chart along the recording. We can use the sinus beats. You can show them as sinus beats HRV or all beats, like this. Data will change accordingly. When this is over, we click on report. This will let us edit any data over here, like the average heart rate, the minimum heart rate, all of this data. We can edit it from here. We can write a comment if we'd like over here. We can also edit the sleep time setting from here and the wake up time from here. Additive analysis. This is available if the patient has a pacemaker. If we selected that the patient has a pacemaker, this is some additional data for the pacemaker. When we're done with all of this, we press OK. Go to the next icon, which is select printing. This will let us select the stuff we'd like to print. Let's say I'll print the report, there's my table. I'll select all I want, like so. Anything with a check means that I will print it. And these are all of the events that I have selected for printing, the pages I've selected for printing. We click on the 4 arrows over here, so they could be added to the report. Now we press OK. We can also preview the print from here. Now this is the print, this is the first page, the report, conclusion. Shows us average heart rate, minimum heart rate, maximum heart rate, all of this data over here. And we can go through next page, which will show us all of the pages, all of the other pages, like so. These are all of the things we selected to print. And these are the pages that we selected for printing, the beats that we selected for printing. When all is done, click on print, and we can choose the printer that it's on, and then we press OK and it prints. That's it. So this was the analysis. Let's add a small point. How could we import and export a case? So let's say this case, I want to import it so I could send it to a colleague or send it to myself on a laptop, for instance, on WhatsApp, whatever it is. We can click on it like so and click export. When we click export, it will tell us where would you like to export this. So let's say desktop for now. Press OK. Now I'm exporting the case, so I could send it to someone else or send it to anywhere. Still in the process. When this meter reaches the end, it will tell us that it's success. Success will be 1. It's almost done exporting. There, it says success. So this has been successfully exported. We press close. Now let's say we want to import a case. Click on import from here and select the file named ECG.dat, which is this. This is the case that we exported. We'll just import it now. And we'll say open. That's it. It's been added. There it is. this is the case. Now we can also modify some data from here. If you click on modify, we can edit the age and the name, and if we did not add them, or if there is a mistake in adding them, we can edit them from here. And that's it. That's pretty much the HOLTER 48-hour recording software and analysis. Thank you very much for listening to me. My name is Engineer Mohamed El Ashry, and thank you very much.